Welcome back. Today we are using 40 thousandths top of the keyway tension with an angled half ball tension wrench. I chose to use a angled half ball tension wrench to go ahead and set those deeper set pins without disturbing the lower set pins. And this lock is a 7-pin Schlage SFIC. It is a purple belt lock if you are following the ranking system. As I picked through this lock, there are no security pins located inside the lock. Now, I don't know how many of you are following the belt ranking system, but we are going to have to pick this lock to control, and we will have to pick this lock to open. First, we will pick this lock open, and then we will go ahead and pick it to control, remove the cylinder, and do a quick disassembly of the lock. Did anyone go ahead and catch the Vegemite challenge that aired yesterday? That was a good show. Oh, sometimes picking and trying to talk through these videos is very difficult. Trying to listen to the lock and guide you guys through what I'm feeling. With this one, the pin 7 and pin 6, they are very spongy, while pin 1 and 2 were very responsive. Pin 4 is a small set, and hopefully we'll be able to see why it was such a small set once we open up this lock. And pin 5 was also very little movement. Think we just about got us to an open. And oh, there it is. There's our open. Let's reset and go ahead and pick to control now. As I'm picking to control, pin 1 and 2 feel as if they are set just as if we are going to be picking to open. And oh, pin 3 feels the same. Now we are going to go ahead and try not oversetting pin 5. And oh, got the check pin now, and we got our control. Let's pull the cylinder out and go ahead and take a closer look at it. I'm going to get my pinning tray and a screwdriver, and I'm going to adjust the camera. Main thing to keep in mind while you are creating your video for your purple belt lock disassembly is to ensure that the core and all of your actions are remaining in camera in a single take. Oh man, wasn't supposed to pull that. Oh, that pin dropped. Let's push it back up with a screwdriver, and okay. Oh, averted a catastrophe there. Let's go ahead and push this core out and start our disassembly. Now, as you see, it is a 7-pin lock, and on the bottom we have our check pin there at the front, right there. And let's go ahead and dump out these pins. We'll start from 7. Hands don't want to work today. Dropped out 6, now 7. 5, oh, fumbled that one around too. Let's get the pliers, or tweezers, and put that in its spot. Oh, out of frame also. Let's push that up. All right. Let's get the rest of these pins out. Got 3. I'm going to try to get 1 out now. The reason why I left the key in here is to keep that check pin in place. It is spring loaded, and I didn't want to have to fumble around trying to hold that spring pin in while dumping out the key pins. So, alright, got 2. Let's get it into its spot. And we will now remove the key and pull out that check pin. Now we want to be very careful not to lose the little spring in here. They are kind of hard to find unless you order one offline or know a locksmith. Let's try to get that spring out. It's not coming out. Let's give it some taps. See if we can't knock it out that way. Yeah, still not coming. Come on. Oh, there we go. As you see, it's a very small spring and very easy to lose. I don't want to drop it anywhere, so let's put it down here along with the check pin. Let's go ahead and start taking out the pins from the core itself, or from the lock body, sorry. Going to use a little tension wrench here and slowly push back as I get each pin out. I'm going to push the follower back in to trap in the second pin, and then go ahead and remove that second pin and place it up there above. The key with working with locks like this is you want to make sure that you line the pins up exactly as they come out. Otherwise, you are going to spend a long amount of time trying to figure out which pin goes where. And they do make a special tool to help you do this, but you don't need that tool. You can take your time and just do things slowly, and you won't run into any problems. Now, every once in a while, the spring tension will shoot up a pin, and you're not ready for it, and you may have to completely pull out the sleeve, the control sleeve, and rebuild the lock, get all the pins in the correct position, and then go ahead and put it back together. I want to slip the follower back and go ahead and go for the pins from the back side, starting with 7. Let's dump that out. Remember, careful not to mix up the order of the pins. And let's get the tweezers for this one. It seems to be stuck in there. Like I said, 7 was feeling a little spongy. We'll take a look at the springs here in a second. And let's go ahead and go for 6. Now, I saw that the first pin that popped up was the smaller pin, and luckily I noticed that before dumping it over, and now we know that the smaller pin goes in the first slot and the larger pin goes into the second slot. I am just fumbles McFingers here, dropping pins all over the place. It's this is the most nerve-wracking part of this whole thing. But really appreciate you guys hanging in there and watching me do this. Like I said, this is a purple belt lock. Hopefully you guys take something away from it. If there's anything that I can do better, go ahead and let me know in the comments. And we'll try to produce a better video of this. Just about done here. Let's get this final pin out, and then we'll take the springs out. And it seems like this small pin is wanting to be stuck up in there. Let's try to shake it out. Oh, we dropped a spring. Looks like that spring goes in 5. And let's see if we can't get this little pin out. Go and try to knock it out with the pick. Yeah. Gotta make sure the follower's not on top of it. Alright, there we go. And here's the pin. And let's go ahead and start working on those springs. And going to go ahead and try to get it out with a pick. Let me grab a different pick here. And just going to use a smaller hook to reach in there. We don't need the follower end anymore. Let's pull that out and go ahead and pull out a spring for 7 and the spring for 6. We already had 5 out. Here's 4. And working from the front, 1. Get 2 here. And 3. Thank you so much for watching today. Like I said, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the reminder bell for upcoming videos. Thank you again, guys, for watching, and we will catch you in the next video.